Good afternoon and welcome to NYFP. This afternoon I'm joined by Louis Sulsenti of Pragma Securities. Hi Louis, thanks for joining me today.
Pleasure.
Well, we started out today's trading session in negative territory, and after that consumer confidence, we saw the major averages decline even further. But now we're in positive territory, so what's behind the gains we're seeing right now?
Well, I think people are starting to realize that I believe stocks might be reasonably priced. We had a lot of bad news into this market in the past, and it overcame that. And I just think it's a really good buying opportunity in some of these sectors.
Well, looking ahead to the rest of this week, we have plenty of event risk, given that it's also month end and we have that big jobs report. But how are you positioning yourself?
Well, I'm just, you have major news coming out to jobs. We know jobs are a problem, and they're going to be a problem for a little while. But, the market's the market. It shrugs off the bad news. It shrugged off bad news in the past. This was the worst. Now we have our own hurricane, and now we're rebounding. So I think valuations of stocks are pretty cheap, and I happen to believe that this could be a good buying opportunity.
And Louis, are there any technical levels you're watching?
When the market goes up and down with the volatility the way it is, I take those technical levels and I disregard them because you just don't know. I just look at the trend. I look at the volume. I look at some sector stocks that are moving. You got some retail restaurants moving. You got a lot of retail a lot of retail consumer stocks starting to move higher. So that's just to me an indication that the consumer is starting to spend again, and we tend to move a little higher.
Okay, Louis, last but not least, before we wrap it up for today's interview, are there any other sectors that you're looking at and staying away from?
Well, I don't know if I'm staying away from any, but the ones that I'm looking at that to me that's a little bit interesting is the social networking area. With the LinkedIn's and also a lot of these Chinese social networking companies that got beaten up pretty badly. That I think they might be for real. I think that's one of the areas that we should be looking at. Maybe there's a Ren or a Yoku. Some of those stocks. I think there's great opportunity there.
Okay, Louis. Well, thank you so much for your time today, and thanks for joining.
Thank you.